All right, guys. Happy Friday the 13th, Jason Murder Day. How you doing, Nan?
I'm good.
You ready to watch, in my opinion, the best Friday?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Hey, Joe. Thank you,
It's
buddy.
my favorite. I
Hey,
mean, it's the
Teresa.
one I watch the most.
Yeah, me too, for sure. It's not only my favorite Friday; it's my favorite slasher movie. Period. And the characters have a lot to do with it. I mean, you have Crispin Glover doing his iconic dance. If anyone wants to watch along, there's a link going in right now in the chat. Look movie. That's the link to Friday 4. Yeah, part 4 is my favorite. I'd say 4, then 2, then 3, 6, 1, 7, 5, and then the rest after that. But 4, yeah, is definitely my favorite. Good, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
I
Yeah,
I watched this more, but I stayed at two as my favorite.
I love
It's
2.
the one that I got introduced to Jason with, and it scared me so bad that I didn't want to watch these movies until I was an adult. I was
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, I was 7, probably 6 or 7. And I saw them in order because it was on a Friday the 13th, and they play all the movies in a marathon like every single Friday the 13th. And that's how I first saw them after I saw Halloween. You have the movie ready?
Um,
There's a ton of people doing Friday streams today, tonight, and stuff.
they
I just want to
are.
play
I
it.
was on my friend's channel, reanimate her, and
Oh
she's
yeah, it's her
just
birthday.
yeah, it's her birthday, and
Yeah,
she's
I messaged
doing
her. I
that
wished her.
game on hers.
Yeah, I saw that she was playing the Friday the 13th game. Yeah, I messaged her a happy birthday.
And the two bearded losers are doing a discussion talking about all these movies.
Yeah, Eric is doing something too. Sean's doing something. Also, everybody's doing Friday because it
Uh,
is Friday. What's
uh,
up, Ginger?
Demonia is doing the third one, probably about now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she is too. Yeah, she told. I asked her if she wanted to come on this one or
Yeah,
one
she
watch
told
party this
me.
month.
She's
Yeah,
talking
she was
about
busy with
on
this Christian.
Bob Forward's stream yesterday.
You ready to start this?
Yeah.
All right, on 3, 2, 1, go. So on go. 3, 2, 1, go. I gotta lower the
Hello,
volume.
Ginger Ninja.
Yeah, hey Ginger, what's up, buddy? What is everybody in the comments' favorite Friday in the franchise? Since now we're getting a Camp Crystal Lake series is the next thing we're getting. I'm not sure when it's supposed to come out. I haven't read up on it lately. We get our nice little 5 minute recap like we get in the first 5 fucking movies of this franchise. In case you can't
I
follow the
have a
very complex plot.
question. Can y'all hear
Hey Russ. The
the
sound?
yeah.
Not really. I can't, but I also I'm listening to the movie too, so I can't tell if it's you or my movie. Anyone in the chat, let us know if you can hear the sound. If it's like little here and there, but
I want to listen to it, and I found a way to listen to it where it doesn't sound loud. But I'm deaf in one ear, and I don't
yeah,
hear
yeah,
well in the other. So me hearing it, it's not going to be the same as everybody else.
yeah, that's true.
I don't want
It
to.
still blows my mind how that can't this the flashback from part 2 with the fireplace when they're around the fire, telling the story of Jason. It's the same exact year The Burning came out, and they have an identical scene in that too. And there's the
Okay,
spear
Jason.
through the fucking bed.
I mean, Joseph.
Joseph.
I said Jason.
All right, thanks, Joe. I don't know what this new series is going to like focus on. Is it like supposed to be Jason as a
It's
kid at
supposed
camp
to
at the camp?
be, I think it's supposed to be Pamela.
Yeah, and focus on on Pamela Voorhees. I mean, it makes sense. I just don't know how interesting it'll be without having Jason killing people. I mean, that's what most people watch these movies for. So if you don't have Jason killing people, they got to make it really interesting and engaging from episode to episode.
Yeah.
Part three used to be my favorite. It's probably my favorite look of Jason after part 7. Part 7's my favorite Jason look.
Well, if you remember, in 1955, something happened at that camp. That's what Ralph said. There were some people
Yeah,
killed back then. And then, uh, 10 years later, in 65, Jason drowned.
yeah.
And
And then a
it,
few years later,
so,
and then 69 it was the first movie. I mean, 79, 69.
so, yeah, they could realistically go into
Thank you, Joe.
showing where somebody killed them people in 55. And for all we know, it could have been Pamela.
Yeah, well,
It
they
would have
mentioned in the first movie about the water going bad and that there were a bunch of fires and shit like throughout the decades from the first two kids counselors being killed to the first movie, so they can explore some of that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pay
yeah, there you go.
attention to stuff.
Comes in the lake.
If somebody
That's
talks
nothing.
about something, I listen to it. And even if I didn't, I've watched these movies so many times.
Yeah, I know. Me
Hello, Russell.
Russell in the house. I dropped the Look movie link, Russ, if you want to watch along, unless it's on YouTube or something. Here it is again.
It's on YouTube, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, so Look movie's better. Credits are over. So this and all four of these movies, no, 2, 3, and 4 take place over like the same weekend, like 3 days. Because there's a 5-year flash forward from the first movie to the second one. And then 2, 3, and 4 all take place within like 3 days. And they really don't seem like it's a big issue or anything in this town. This is 3 massacres in 3 years. I mean, 3 days.
I don't get that. They don't care about all this, and they'll try to stop Jason until Jason goes to hell.
Yeah. You would think like there's got to be homicide that looks into these murders, and then I mean they take Jason away at the opening here, and this is when he turns into like a zombie kind of. He has like the gray hands and skin and stuff. I mean he's still kind of human, I guess. I mean everything about Jason's fucking doesn't make any sense. But I'm guessing he was like maybe not fully dead, and then that's how he escapes from the hospital, and then he fully dies at the end of this movie. That's how I always looked at it, and then he gets brought back to life in 6 by the electricity, like Frankenstein.
So, I got a question most people don't ask. What
Yeah,
is, which of these movies do y'all hate the most?
probably. I don't hate any of them, but I dislike the most Manhattan and the remake. I don't like the remake at all, really, from 2009.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. I think you've told me that. And
Yeah,
part,
well,
yeah, I knew Ginger was saying that. Yeah,
yeah,
Teresa
well,
said the same
I
one.
am going to make everyone upset because nobody
Hey,
agrees
so
with me. Everybody says that movie is so great. No, it ain't.
what part
Everybody's
eight?
um, the one that's more horrible than that is the either eight or they say Jason goes to hell, and I don't agree with that. The worst one, in my opinion, and
Yeah,
people, in my opinion, not y'all's. Y'all can watch it all day long, but I do not like Jason X. Uh,
yeah, I know. Some people hate that movie. I could see it.
but
It's
everybody in the
fucking
community
insane.
loves that movie.
It's fun. That's the only thing I can say for it. It's I can watch it and have a lot of fun watching it, but it's ridiculous
Another movie that I
in
adore.
every way.
It's one of my favorites. It's up there. Um, it's it. It's seven. But
Yeah, I love
everybody,
Seven.
how can you say you like that? Carrie is better than Jason, and she's gonna whoop his ass every time. That's why I don't like X. I don't want a world where Jason can beat everybody.
Well, he always beats everybody. Well, most of the time, except for
He
Seven.
did not beat what's her name, the Telenesis girl.
Yeah,
Everybody
no, I
says
know. I said except Seven.
Carrie versus Jason
I always
versus. I can't remember.
I
Kate
always call it Weekend that Carries because the Terry Kaiser from Weekend at Bernie's is in it too. So it's Weekend that Carries. Yeah, see, Teresa hates Jason X. I know a lot of people
Jason
do.
goes to space. Hate that one. Yay! Somebody hates it with me.
No, I know people. I said I know people who a decent amount who hate that movie.
Uh, I can't stand that movie. I like all the rest of them. Now, understandably, the one that's, of course, I don't really like Freddy versus Jason for a Jason movie because they make Jason look stupid. I do like watching the movie. It's fun, but
Yeah, Freddy
it's
vs.
not a
Jason.
Jason movie. It's a Freddy.
It definitely leans more towards Freddy. What's the timestamp you have now? Because my thing froze for a second.
Okay. It's mine is 10:13.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm like right a second behind you. This guy who plays Axel is the guy who ended up playing the rabbi on Seinfeld years later, who like blabs about Elaine's sex life. I just think that's funny watching this.
Jason is just dumb fun. That's all.
What is Jason X? Jason X Joe is the 10th Friday movie when Jason goes to space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that.
only about 10 minutes from the
Oh,
movie starting.
stop it, Phil. I always tell you don't apologize for anything. Yeah, basically, Jason X is just dumb fun. That's all. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it definitely knows it. It's got a sex spot in it. I mean, it knows it's ridiculous. That guy is definitely fucking that robot. I think I even said in the video for nobody builds a robot not to fuck it. Like, I've never seen it happen in a movie.
Yeah, I have
Well,
Terminator.
yeah,
They
shoot.
never
All
fuck
right,
him.
all right. Well, that's Terminator. I'm talking like just like a person making their own little personal cyborg as like a little sex slave. Some of the uncut kills in this movie that they released years ago, some of them look really good, and some of them I'm so glad that they cut them. Like with Samantha's in the lake when she's on the float, like just naked laying there, and she gets stabbed underneath from the water from Jason, and she has that terrible death look. That is just terrible acting, but it goes on for much, much longer on the uncut kill. I'm so glad they cut that one. I wonder if Jason.
I like the third Terminator.
I haven't seen past the second one. I don't like any of those. I don't like that series really. I never got into it.
Yeah, well, I do. My favorite final girl is Sarah Connor.
I like Sarah Connor. I haven't seen, like I said, past two, so I don't know what happens to her, like, in later movies if she ever came back. I think she did, right?
The character came back and everything, but in the third one, John said that she got cancer and died off screen. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I need to watch the Terminator. My sister got it on my movie list.
Night Fright Talk Show. What's up, Night Fright Talk Show? Number 15, Friday the 13th. I don't know what that means. That, like, 15
Hello, the hard
Fridays
hat
came
had
today.
Larry.
What's up, Larry?
Make
How you doing,
you
brother?
all slash that like button for Friday the
That's right.
13th.
You have to, that's the thing. If you like the stream, though, you have to use a machete to touch the like button. Otherwise, it doesn't count. I love this kill with Axel when he saws his neck and then snaps his neck, his head around. That looks really good still. Leave me alone. Yeah, I was saying before, this like everyone's doing Fridays watch alongs and shit. It's like our only other holiday for us horror fans besides Halloween. It's Friday the 13th.
I disagree with that. I have a
Wow, what's
holiday
another one?
like, well, three other ones.
Which ones?
Yule,
Yule?
most people call it the winter solstice.
Oh. Yeah, but I mean, like ones that like directly relate to horror movies, like that. Like no one, like besides being bad luck, like anyone who thinks of Friday the 13th
Christmas
instantly thinks of the movies. Christmas has great
and
horror movies. Hold on, I'll be right back.
4th of July. I'm super excited to go to my first time. Congratulations, Joseph. Hey, look at me. Huh? What are you doing? What are you hiding? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come see me. Give me
We
a
have little
hug.
Tommy. We have little Tommy Savini. I mean Tommy Jarvis, even though he's based off Savini, which I think is great. Crispin
Ah.
Glover with the computer, with Teddy entering in the computers. Oh, that's great. The character is so likable in this one. I mean, they are in the first like 4 or 5. I'd say first,
Oh.
even 6 has a lot of likable ones. I say like 1 through 6, 1 through 7. But I think this movie has the best characters with 2. 2 has great ones too.
Definitely. Um, the character development in 2 and 4 are the most drawn out of all the seasons. But
Yeah, for sure.
some people thought that Tommy Jarvison was going to inherit Jason's powers. Did you feel like they were going to do a ripoff of that? Um, have
Well,
Tommy start being evil?
that's what they were gonna do after part 5. They were gonna do that, and Frank Mancuso Jr., the executive producer at Paramount that produced the Friday movies, he didn't like that idea, and that's why they brought in Tom McLaughlin to do 6 and do Jason Lives and make it very different and make it humorous and stuff to change directions with it. So they were planning on going that route at one point. And yeah, Joe, you tell me that's awesome. Yeah, next year. Cool.
That reminds me, him talking about Danielle Harris. They did the same thing in
That's awesome.
Halloween 4 that they did in this movie. She got evil at the end of it, and he got
Yeah,
evil at the end of the attack somewhat.
that makes sense. That makes sense. That's a cool little parallel. I love this banana girl. She tries getting a ride and she just flips them off. I love the Jarvis too as a setting, and the house next door that they party at. That would make sense a bit, I guess. Like even though these last 3, this one and the last 2 take place over the same weekend, you would think people wouldn't want to go to this lake, knowing there was just like 3 brutal massacres there in the last few days. But it's the '80s, and news didn't travel that fast, and I'm sure these people like could have missed a newspaper or broadcast on TV that was talking about them. So it makes sense. I'm always willing to
Yeah,
look past.
I mean, not to mention the fact they're all teenagers, and you've seen what happened at the beginning of the first one. They didn't
Oh yeah.
listen to Ralph.
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
never listen.
sir,
They
go
never
away.
listen to anything.
I'm not
Oh,
afraid of ghosts.
I love when he asks, "Am I a dead fuck?" And then he types it in the fake computer. Oh, that's Crispin Glover's character. I always forget his name. He's just Crispin Glover. But Teddy and fucking the twins. There's so many great characters in this.
Yeah,
And the kills in this movie, I think, are the best. I mean, it's Savini. I think Joseph Zito, the director, he did The Prowler too, and I think he is probably, besides Romero, the best at directing Savini's effects work because the guy makes his kills and effects look absolutely unreal. Ah, you were number 15. Awesome. Welcome. I love how he says There is no computer.
I
I
never
never met
met.
Kane Hodder before. I know he is in Hatchet and play as Jason. Yeah, I got to meet him at the Horror Con in Jersey earlier this year. He was awesome. Danielle Harris in Hatchet 2 and 3. Yep, she's in that too. In those two. "13 Ghosts" was pretty good from last time I saw it. I don't remember the last time I saw that movie. So I don't remember exactly what that looks like, that ghost. But that's a good underrated movie. I should watch that again.
So, who is your favorite girl in this movie?
Oh, what the hell's her name? I'm terrible with names. The one who's really in love with Mark, who gets his head crushed in the shower, which is one of my favorite scenes. I think she's so
Oh, the
decent.
one on the screen right now, talking to
Is it
the dark.
Sarah? Is this Sarah? Maybe her name is, or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think Sarah.
It might be Sarah. She's just adorable. Well, she's just like talking like to herself, like when he's in the shower, she's totally like falling for him, like hardcore. She's adorable in this movie, and that banana is such a great touch for this kill. Having her squeeze the banana as she as she's dying, great idea. Yeah, Danielle Harris. Danielle Harris. Okay. The jackal and had a cage on his. Oh, that sounds familiar.
It
I gotta
reminds
rewatch that.
me of the movie I watched today for the first time.
Yeah,
The Crow. It
yeah, The
put it
Crow, City of
Crow.
Angels.
Yeah, City of Angels. Then putting it into a cage.
Oh, really?
Yes, he captured the crow.
I
He
don't like
pierced.
that. I've never seen any of them past the first one, actually. I guess the remake's getting a lot of crap. I've been hearing a lot of shitty reviews on that.
Well, Amazon said that if I rent or buy it, they will give me $5 credit for doing so.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool,
Um, I think it's because they want to get they want to get their ratings up on that movie, and everybody's saying it's
though.
horrible. So they're going to pay you some money for watching the damn thing.
The remake is out to stream now. Oh, is it already?
Yeah,
Mostly stay
that's
paying.
what I'm talking about when I said
So they're
the
paying you
crow.
to watch The Crow. Yeah, watch this movie, please. We'll pay you.
They need to pay me to watch that shit.
The Crow. A lot of people love The Crow, Joe. I've just never really was big into it,
I
but it's a
like them movies. I
classic.
didn't like the City of Angel one because of the ending, but we won't go into that for anyone that's not seen it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I know Ginger loves The Crow. Most
original The Crow.
people love The Crow. This girl, the one who's talking to Samantha right now, she's probably my favorite. Ginger like City of Angels. Zzz. The fuck are they waking up at 6 a.m. for? Oh, that's right, to jog, right around the lake. I mean, I should talk. I wake up and go to sleep at all weird ass hours anyway. You'd think they're on a vacation, like for the weekend. Who's waking up at 6 a.m. on vacation? They're dedicated to their walking, which is good.
I don't mind salvation.
Yeah, Russell, that's funny. Sting used to be my favorite wrestler in the WCW back when I was a kid. Yeah, Cape Fear is great, Joe. The original and the remake.
I like the remake better.
Yeah, no, it was De Niro and it was Virginia Matt.
Hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt. Yeah, you should be asleep, but yeah, it's my favorite too. See, another one who's it's their favorite.
Hey, everyone. I should be asleep. Part 4 is my favorite, 100%. Hey, Jay.
Hope you're doing well, Matt. Good to see you, buddy. Even if it is 4 a.m. your time. I was recording before this. I thought maybe I can get watch and get a video recorded on Sorority Row. That is going to be the next one, by the way, from 2009. So I threw it on and I got like maybe
I disagree with that.
40
I
minutes. And,
like Wicked Prayer.
oh, Wicked Prayers, what? Another one?
That's another The
Crow
Crow
movie.
movie.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Um, he says to burn it. I'm not burning my copy. You can burn yours.
Oh, you must burn the copy and you must slash the like button with a machete. Those are the rules of this
I
stream.
don't have a machete,
I
and I'm
don't
not
either, but
going to.
I'll use an imaginary machete. I can't. I mean,
I
I'm not gonna imagine a machete just like some. But you guys,
um, an
Jimbo, that's
imaginary lighter too to my movie. I'm not burning. Um, I have a rule. If it's something I don't like, I'm not gonna buy it.
yeah. Basically, that's how I used to be when I bought movies and had physical media. I wouldn't buy it if I didn't like it. Those are the rules, indeed.
I
I will check
will.
out horror movies and movies I have. Yeah, that's a good idea, man.
Sleepaway Camp. I got it on my horror movie list.
Movie list. Nice.
Well, there's no reason not to watch it. It's on Tubi
Yeah, it's like for free everywhere. That movie. It's
all
like
the
on
time.
every. It's on like every free streaming service. That and the sequels too. See, that would be the thing. Like if I collected physical media nowadays, I'm just too much of a completist. That if I had one or two movies in a series, I'd have to get the rest.
I
Otherwise,
don't
I'd be staring at them on the shelf and be like, God, there's 3 and 4 missing. I gotta fix that.
I'm not like you. I
Yeah, I'm
uh,
like that. Weird.
I only have Wicked Prayer. It's the only one I've got.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the dang name of that movie.
Yeah, Nightmare Castle was a lot better than I remembered, Russ. That was a good watch yesterday.
Okay. Do you ever watch movies that are kid friendly, that are adventure movies?
Rarely. Like example.
Okay, there's a movie called Gold Digger, and the girl that played in My Girl She was in it, and her best friend was played by Christina Ricci, and they were both at the age when they were doing My Girl and Casper.
Oh, Casper's fun. Casper, I grew up watching it.
But I
Oh,
can't remember the rest of the name of that movie.
yeah, no, I don't know. Hey, Nanette, Joe says, I must say Michael Myers is bloody and gore just like Art the Clown. I wouldn't agree with that at all. Myers is
I don't
nowhere
either. No.
near the level of Art the Clown's
And
kills.
he is nowhere near Art the Clown.
Nah. Some set of bazoongas, huh? Is that what he says? That's the
Okay,
word he uses, I
I
think.
will go back and say this. He may be as bloody as Art the Clown, but you never see the gore.
Yeah, yeah,
So
that's what I mean.
you'll never know.
Patootsies, that's what he calls them. Patootsies. Some pair of patootsies, huh? Like H2, Rob Zombie's H2 is very that one's pretty brutal and gory. But that's like an exception throughout the series more than the rule.
But
Joe loves Christina Ricci from Casper.
but yeah, I can't remember the rest of the name of the movie, but it's called Gold Diggers, and them two girls was in it, and I can't remember the one that was for my girl's name.
Sounds familiar, Gold Diggers.
It's a song too.
Yeah. No, I know that. Investment window gold digger.
I said mountain.
Which one?
It's got something to do with mountain in it. It's got the name of the mountain and then mountain.
Is it
Um,
Race to Witch Mountain with the Rock?
maybe
Is that it?
I don't know, but it's got
'Cause that
gold dipper in it and something
oh, then
mountain.
no, then Gold Digger's not in it, but The Rock's in it, and I can't stand him as an actor. I
It's
can't
a
call
lot
him.
older than this movie. Like I said, Christina Ricci was the same age that she had been when she was in Ghost. I mean Casper, and the girl from My Girl was the same age when she was in that movie. When they
Okay,
did this, right in that area of age. So
okay,
it was the 90s, nowhere near the 2000s.
yeah,
It would have been the time when we were that age. We were kids.
yeah. I'm looking it up to see.
I tried to find it. When I went looking for it, the only
Gold Digger's The Secret of Bear Mountain from '95.
oh, Bear Mountain.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's from '95, same year as Casper.
My girl is so sad and cry every time I see her.
Halloween Kills was on TV last night, Joe. That sucks. That they'd waste airtime. The later
Yeah,
Halloween film
well,
sucked.
Gold Diggers is
Oh, I'd agree with that.
it's
I would
sad
say
too. Um,
H2 especially.
you know who's in that movie? Um, uh, the Terminator from T2. What is his name? Patrick.
Oh, yeah, Patrick. I know who you mean. He's in the faculty. He's been in a million things.
Yeah, him.
Oh, why is this slipping my name? Is it Stewart? Is it Patrick Stewart? I don't
No,
know.
that ain't his name.
No, it's not that. It's Patrick something. Somebody will know in chat.
Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick. Okay.
Or Patrick Robert, or something like that.
Something like that. Someone in chat knows. let us know.
Yeah, the faculty, T2.
Yeah, Robert Patrick. Yeah, I knew Jason would know because he's a Terminator fan, like you.
Ash Hartnett was for.
Yeah, from my opinion, Russell, you're better off. I mean, 2018 is all right. I just rewatched it like recently. It's all right. It's whatever. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't even consider that trilogy a Halloween trilogy or in the
Thank
franchise or anything.
you very much. I finally found somebody that refuses to watch them damn things.
Oh yeah, no, I
Besides
don't like
me.
them at all,
No, I will not watch them.
and they get
Uh,
progressively worse with each one. Yeah, Josh Hartnett was in Trap, and
yeah,
Trap
it's
was not that
already
great at
out
all.
to screen.
Yeah, I didn't like it one bit.
I want to see it.
It's worth watching. I'll say that. I can see people enjoying it.
Yeah, well, you don't like my favorite M. Night Shyamalan film. So, I'm
I
not
I don't like
taking your
I don't like
word that it's
Shyamalan
crazy.
much, like, to begin with, you know that, so you shouldn't
I
take my,
like the
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Nobody likes the movie.
there's some people. Ginger likes it. Yeah, he guessed it too.
Yeah, I like that movie.
And yeah, Robert Patrick was in The Sopranos, The X-Files. He's been in so
He
much stuff.
was in the X Files.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that too. I'm not sure what the episode was, but I remember him being in it. That's right. He took over after like season 8. He was in it as the whatchamacallit, as
He
Mulder's, the
played.
new Mulder for like the last 2 seasons or so. Right? I'm pretty sure that's it. Doggett. His name was Agent Doggett.
Yeah, just about
Daggett.
anything that Josh
Daggett.
is in, I will watch. I mean, I oh yeah, I remember him in the later show.
Yeah,
Um,
Daggett. I
because
don't know
I
why I said
watched
Doggett.
like a few episodes of it, but they weren't as good as the original ones.
Here's Crispin Glover's infamous dance, which when they filmed the scene, they had AC/DC's "Highway to Hell" playing. That's what he's actually dancing to. And then this song they dubbed in after in post production, which is probably why it also looks so crazy. But I'm sure it looked just as crazy to "Highway to Hell" when he was dancing to it on set.
How can that be the song he was dancing
I
to?
know it doesn't make any sense, right? It makes no sense.
He was dancing crazy. Mm.
Yeah, nobody can recreate that dance. That's just like pure brilliance on his part.
Hello, Jen.
Hey, Jen. How you doing, hon? Happy Jason
Season
Murder Day.
4, my favorite season. Yeah, same here, Joseph. Yeah, it definitely is my favorite so far. But I'm gonna be honest. Season 1, I didn't really get into. Now going back, I like it more. But when I first tried to watch it, I was like, I hate this season. It's hard.
It's not a show I love or anything. And no, to answer your question, Joe, I still haven't finished season 4. I don't think I did. I got to like the last 2, 3 episodes, and maybe I didn't. I was fucked
I'm
up. I don't remember.
telling you right now, go to
Okay.
season 2. Go to
No,
season 3.
I've
Those are
seen
the
I've
best
seen the first.
seasons.
I've seen the
The
first 3.
more you watch
2 and 3 is
the the later seasons are the better ones.
yeah. I think 2 is probably the best. I've only seen them each like once, but from my memory, 2 was my favorite. What's up, BT? How you doing, man? Happy Friday, the 13th. We don't get many of them. Every month should be rearranged. So every
It'll be
fucking
great.
Friday, the 13th, we get one in every month. I'd be happy with that. It always blows my mind that this guy Rob is Sandra's brother, and he's looking for her. Sandra was 16, the actress who played her when she auditioned. She lied and said she was 18 in part two. So this guy Rob looks like he's in his fucking 40s. So I never buy that they're brother and sister,
I
and I
was
just laugh.
watching.
I laugh every time I see him. So that's Sandra's brother. Like unless he's got a 30-year age gap on her,
I
he looks
can't
fucking.
remember what the name of the channel is I was watching, but I was watching someone do live stream of this movie earlier today,
Yeah.
and they were talking about they would never go skinny dipping. And I'm like, I don't know any damn body that would go that go has ever went skinny dipping.
I've gone
Um,
skinny though.
and, and, and
Now you
he
know.
was like, I, not that I have anything against skinny dipping. I just be afraid something would come after me, bite
I mean,
me. Something.
that's a valid concern. I'd also be afraid of like a psychotic murderer killing me because of all the horror movies that we've seen all our lives.
Um,
Chose not to watch part
yeah,
five for today. I cannot watch a Friday movie on Friday the 13th. But part five. Yes, a lot of shit. Like
oh, that's another thing.
unnecessarily.
You were talking about the best character development was this one and two, but I think that the
Five
Keller
has great characters
character
too.
development in five was pretty great. I mean,
Oh, they are.
had
Edna,
some
the old woman, Edna is fucking hilarious. She's great. Uh, oh, what's her name? Violet's great. The chick from Slumber Party Massacre 2, who's in it, I forget her name, the redhead. She's a good character. Joey, he gets killed very early, but he's pretty funny. And it's my favorite Tommy Jarvis. I love John Shepard's performance as
um,
him.
and then there's what's his name, Damon.
Yeah, he's great. The whole baby stuff is fantastic. Oh, and
Uh,
Reggie is fucking
Reggie,
amazing.
yeah, Reggie. I love Reggie. He's probably
Yeah,
my favorite.
Reggie the Reckless is like one of the best characters in the series. That's and one of the best screams ever, like in a movie. His scream is hilarious. I love how Teddy keeps using the teddy bear like pickup line and it never works
I
for him. I don't think that's
love
ever worked for him.
the one. Yeah.
You want to hug the teddy bear?
Yeah, definitely. It
I
was a
think
different vibe.
I think that makes sense that they are different type of characters in part five because they're in a halfway home. They're not counselors or counselors in training like in part two and shit, or just a group of friends that are out at the lake partying and stuff. They're in a different type of locale than around this lake. So I think it makes sense that, and they should have done it that way. And I'm glad that they did make different type of characters than just
And
like
everybody
recycle the
says
same
that
one.
they can't make it a Friday the 13th film because it's not actually Jason Voorhees. But there's a few people that think it can be into it because the person that was pretending to be him was enraged for the same reason Pamela Voorhees did it in the original Friday the 13th
Yeah,
because someone killed his son.
yeah. I mean, I always thought that Jason was pretty easy to humanize just with the fact that he didn't do anything wrong, really. He drowned, and then he somehow saw his mom get fucking brutally decapitated. So he's just trying to like get revenge for his mother. I feel like that it was always pretty well implemented in these movies that you can kind of sympathize with him, but not really, but kind of because it's not really his fault, which is something that Tom McLaughlin said to
Good
me when
night.
I had him on is that he tried to make it like Frankenstein's monster and like the universal monsters that like especially Frankenstein that they're not like bad. They don't mean to be bad. If they were just created or brought back, and that's what he was trying to do with Jason in Part 6, having him come back Frankenstein style. Yeah, the character development Jason Goes to Hell is amazing. I mean, hey, don't discredit Creighton Duke. Creighton Duke is a great character. I love that guy. Great character.
I still think it's a great movie, even if, but yeah, it oh,
Good night, Joe. And yeah, this kill with Samantha, the tongue sticking out. What a terrible fucking performance! That I laugh every time. That's probably the worst thing about this movie for me is her death look on the raft. She looks ridiculous, and in the uncut one, like I said, it goes on for like another 5 6 seconds of her. It looks so bad. It's so laughable.
yeah.
Russell says our parents were nudists, quite going at 20 years old. That's funny. True. I mean, the Necronomicon is in there. Also, a lesser thing that people don't notice is that the crate from Creepshow, Fluffy's crate, is in the basement of the Voorhees house in Jason Goes to Hell. So you got the Necronomicon and you got Fluffy's crate, which I'm presuming has Fluffy in it. You also see Fluffy's crate in the beginning of Bride of Chucky when they're going through the evidence room in the police station. You see Freddy's glove, Jason's mask, or Michael's mask, something like from all three of them. Leatherface's chainsaw. Then you see the crate from Creepshow.
Bye bye. That evening.
Lots of skinny dipping. Great team from the evening of which men and women had started their meeting. So, what horror movie or story is that you were seeking? Please, my curiosity is peaking. I don't know what that really means, so I'll read the other one. Well, it's double. So I'm just gonna kick that dude because that's a bot. If it's not, oh well, my bad. I see a double post. That's a fucking telltale sign of a bot.
Exactly. Hello. Why would I say goodbye? You come back.
Oh, Jack.
Yes. Why? Come here, you crazy. Give me a kissy.
Jack.
Kiss your mind.
I love how they tried to tie them into the Halloween universe with Curse of Michael Myers. Wait, tie who in?
Doggy.
Now I got like 20 movies on my mind.
Yes, you're a grumpy one.
And yes, Fluffy is the
Where
best.
did you go?
I am so shocked to this day they haven't made a standalone feature film with Fluffy from the crate. That was a huge missed opportunity. I guess they could still do it someday, but I'm so shocked that we got. I mean, it's the best segment for me in the VHS series, but we got a feature film for the segment, the Siren, the Amateur Night segment. We got a full movie for that. Creepshow is like the greatest horror anthology ever. We haven't gotten the Fluffy movie. That's a shame. It's a shame. That's all the Friday music. Night, Russ. Yeah, I know Lay's streaming too. Sean is also, so hop over there if you haven't. A lot of people are. I know Chris was at 9. I mean, there's so many. And actually, I'm interested now to go back and look at a lot of like everyone who streamed today
Good
in the
night.
community and see which movie was streamed the most, like which entry today out of the community. I'm curious to go back and see which movie was the most streamed.
Yeah, if y'all are interested, Chris is doing a live stream for Friday 6 at midnight. Just so y'all know, if y'all didn't know.
Nice. Creighton. Oh, okay. You're talking about Creighton Duke. Yeah, with the Man in Black and all that stuff. I mean, I love Curse of Michael Myers. I have a soft spot for it, especially if I can chop up the producer's cut with the theatrical, and put like the first two acts as the producer's cut, and the theatrical cut is the end, and the ending act. That would be the best version of the movie. The producer's cut's like a completely different film. The only thing with the producer's cut is the kills aren't as good because some of the effects work wasn't done when the producer's cut was cut. So the kills are better in the theatrical. So maybe I'd like insert the theatrical kills into the producer's cut parts. But all the Curse Thorn stuff is fucking stupid as hell. I mean, I don't like any of that. None of that. And all the stuff with the what is it? The constellations and stuff that are supposed to tie in with the whole Curse of the Thorn, and all of that is horrible.
The only
I don't,
part I don't like is the uncle messing with the niece.
yeah, no, I know. All of there's a lot of weird stuff and not great stuff in that movie, but a lot of it is nostalgia because I used to watch that one a lot as a kid. That one went way up for me over the years. Halloween 3 is my
Right.
favorite sequel in the whole franchise, and it doesn't have Michael, and most people hate that movie. I feel like nowadays, though, a lot more people love Part 3, Season of the Witch of Halloween. I feel like you can ask people nowadays, you'll get the I love that movie more often than I hate that movie, which used to be the complete opposite like years ago.
I don't like 3, but we've talked about why. But
Yeah.
I don't understand where the hate comes from because that was a well shot movie.
I felt. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think it's that bad.
It is a good movie. I
Wait,
just don't
Halloween 3 you're talking about? I
get
love Halloween 3. I fucking love that movie. It's just different, and I always like entries and franchises that are very, very different. Nightmare 2 is my favorite, and that one's very, very different. Texas Chainsaw 2 is very different. That's my favorite. The Slumber Party Massacre 2 is completely different than the first movie, and that's my favorite. Sorority House Massacre 2, Sleepaway Camp 2. It goes on and on with them. And they're all ones that tried something new, and most people fucking hated the idea at first. Halloween 3.
Everybody says if it was called Season of the Witch, it'd be fine. They can't call it Season of the Witch because there's a movie called Season of the Witch
Yeah, there's a
came
few.
out before it.
There's a few movies with that name, but yeah, the Romero movie in the 70s is probably the most popular one. And they wanted to originally do an anthology thing, Carpenter. Like Halloween 2 was supposed to be a completely different story, but they saw the success of the first one. They said, we need more Michael Myers, and that's how 2 came out. Then they finally got to try their anthology idea out with 3, and since most people hated it, I said, oh shit, we should probably go back to Michael
If,
Myers.
if they had got to do it on 2, I think people would have been fine with it.
Oh yeah, of course, because then there wouldn't be a gap where Michael Myers was missing, or there wouldn't be an instance that he was a constant. He was only in one movie, so there wouldn't be that. So once you put him in 2 movies, then you're expecting him in this whole series, in that series, and then people saw the third one and like, where the fuck is Michael? Which I've pointed out, he's there. They play the movie on the screen in 3, so you can see Myers on the TV for a second. So fuck everybody who's who says Myers isn't in it. He's there. You got to watch the TV screen. You love the Thorn stuff? I thought it was interesting. And eh, I mean, I can respect that. Between 2 and 4, he was sleeping. That's one thing I like about Rob Zombie's movies, especially with H2, that they show him. Some people hated that him as a bum and a homeless person. I thought it was great. I thought it made sense because it's not like he just disappears into like another dimension after Halloween every year, then appears again magically the next year for Halloween. So it would make sense that he's probably a vagrant fucking walking around and then living off the land and living off the grid and stuff. That makes sense to me. So I didn't have an issue with that. I mean, he's got to go somewhere.
But everybody, just about everybody hates the Rob Zombies. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. A lot of people hate him, though. You're right.
First, most people hate Rob Zombie movies. The only ones they like are the Firefly trilogy. And
Yeah.
I'm one of the few people that'll say, I like all of them. And the
Yeah.
movie, my
All right.
favorite, is the one everybody hates the most. And that,
Three from Hell.
no,
Now, the
I did not
Firefly.
like that one as much as the other two because
Oh, neither. Nobody.
Stalking was what made that movie, them movies great. And I can watch it just fine, but he was only in 5 seconds of the movie,
Yeah.
and he wasn't Starting. Um, he looked bad.
No, I know. He was very sick
Bad.
look. He was very sick looking when they filmed that. That's why I always say they waited too long to do that third movie. If he did it, Devil's Rejects was what 2007. So if they did it like 2 3 years after that, then I think it would have been a lot better. But it didn't even have to exist. The ending of Devil's Rejects is perfect. With Freebird playing, they get plugged with a million bullets, and
Well,
it's over.
people
It's
kept
fine.
bugging Rob Zombie to make another one.
Yeah.
Finally did, and then he was all mad because they were all boo, and he was like, "Y'all wanted another one? I made one."
That's right. He lives in a sewer in Halloween Ends. I honestly, that movie after it came out, I watched it with Mike, my buddy at the Real Fifth Beetle,
But
and
my favorite is
he
Lords of
look,
Salem.
yeah, he said that. I know your favorite swords too. That's a good movie. On when I rewatched it last, it went up quite a bit.
You know that, Ninja.
Yeah, me and Mike talked about Halloween Ends for like 2 straight hours on a stream right after it dropped, and I've since then purged like every single thing in that movie out of my memory. I don't remember that movie at all. I just remember I did not like it one bit. Yeah,
I
it
have
is perfect
questions
with Devil
for you.
Rejects.
There is a there's but yeah, visually and everything about it, The Devil's Rejects is by far the best movie Rob Zombie ever did.
I think it's his best, but my favorite is House. But I think Rejects is his best, like objectively. I mean, you can't say objectively, but I'd say it's his best movie, his best made movie.
Yeah, but is it the one I go to? No, and I
Yeah, me
don't
too.
think. Um, but it is the best well made one because
Yeah,
um, he had all that money to make that after getting the success of doing House of a Thousand Corpses. People loved it so much he was able to put so much more money into it.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, House was pretty popular when it first came out. You didn't think the Monsters is as great as well. I was never a fan of the Monsters or the original Monsters, so I didn't watch.
Nobody
I
loved
haven't seen it.
the
I haven't
movie.
seen Rob Zombies.
I love that movie. I do,
Yeah.
but I
I haven't seen it still because I never
I
really
think it
cared
would
to
have
watch
been
it.
better if he could have done it the way he wanted to, but they wouldn't let him do it in black and white. I
Oh,
think
he
people
wanted to do it black
and
and
is
white.
mad about it.
Yeah, yeah, it's too much control by the studios. That's one thing that's cool with Charles Band when I had him on that he's doing with all these new pulp noir line of movies. That Quadrant, the first one released that he was promoting, is he's releasing them all in black and white as they release, which I think is a cool touch because I do like The Mist. I love watching that movie in black and white. Like when they released that on DVD, they had it in the black and white version. I prefer that movie in black and white. I think it's a lot creepier. Crispin Glover is just so lovable in this. Yeah, right? The Mist in black and white is haunting. That's like my preferred way to watch that movie. Which I'm shocked that I haven't done a video on that movie yet. So when I do, I'll definitely be rewatching it in the black and white as usual. I think I've only seen it in color like twice, and then every time I've seen it since, it's been the black and white one because I vastly prefer it.
Same with Mad Max Road Warrior.
That's another series I was never big into. Mad Max. I don't think I saw Fury Road. No, I didn't see Fury Road.
I like them movies.
I played the game for a bit, Mad Max
Seen
video.
the new ones.
Yeah, yeah, they came out with recent, like the last few years. They came out with a new one or two, right?
There's supposed to be three. Just
Oh, is
like
it?
there were three back in the 80s. But them are the ones I've seen, the 80s ones. I'm a big fan of Mel Gibson's movies.
Yeah, yeah. Gibson's made some good stuff and been in some great stuff.
He is Mad Max for me. Um, Lethal Weapon,
Yeah,
them movies,
Lethal.
I love them. Brave,
Braveheart, I think, is one of his best performances. Braveheart's a great movie.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's one that is such a great performance.
He just has so much fury and anger in him in that movie. But I
Ted,
the
Ted, where's the
commentary
corkscrew?
I was like, never, and I do mean never, people, do a movie as a director and
Yeah,
as the lead actor in the movie. Don't do both roles. You will be wiped out.
I mean, it's happened, and I can't really think off the top of my head, but there's definitely times that it works on both levels, but it's definitely hard. I mean, just to direct a movie, you got so many moving parts and departments you got to keep track of, and then to worry about acting and like putting on a good performance on top of it. Yeah, for sure. And Ted in this movie, actually, the actor who plays Ted smoked a joint before the scene where he gets killed because he wanted it to look authentic, and he was freaking out when they were filming the scene. And you could tell that like, you see his eyes; he's obviously stoned out of his mind. And this is a great kill. He was just waiting outside this window, I guess, hoping that she looked out the window. Throws her on the car. I always picture Jason thinking in his mind when he throws her out of the window, like, surprise, as he tosses her. I can just, if he talked, that's what I think he would say in that moment.
I like the one with Whitney Houston in it. Beyond Theory Road.
Is the Furiosa the one that he said he doesn't recommend?
Not that one.
I don't even know how many. How many
The
are there
second
at this
one
point?
is called Road Warrior. The first one,
Uh,
and it's not called Mad Max. The second one is just Road Warrior. It used to be Mad Max, to Road Warrior, but they
No.
changed it like every damn thing else. I mean, like on my movie, The Omen, it's a box set.
Yeah.
It's Blu-ray, but they have The Omen 3, The Final Conquest. But if you go on to Google, it says The Final Conquest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's sometimes that some sites say other names or shorten them or longer.
Oh,
I mean,
Tina.
even this movie. I mean, Friday the 13th on Look Movie here just says Friday the 13th, the final chapter. There's no part 4
You know
on it.
that song she sings?
I've
What
seen it with the
all
part 4 too.
got to do with it? She plays that song in the actual movie. She sings it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tina Turner it is. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Thunderdome.
That's the third one. But no, it's a good one. It's different than the first two. It's not a lot of road warrioring stuff. It's more
Yeah.
in a dome and fighting and stuff like that. But I enjoyed it.
Okay. Makes sense. How
Oh,
did you
did
watch
you
it?
know that Mel Gibson is in a movie called The Bounty, and he's in that movie with Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know what movie you're talking about. I love Anthony Hopkins. Who doesn't? This guy's watching this old school peep show video for so fucking long. I'd get bored after like 30 seconds. He's got it on for like 10 minutes.
Um,
Yeah,
Probably a
you can
lot
see his
longer than
eyes.
that. 'Cause they go back and forth showing other people, and it looks like he's been there for a long time.
Yeah, no, I know. So he's just been sitting there
I
watching.
think they are trying to make it seem like. Oh, here's another thing. At, at least she got to have sex in the shower. I'm like, I had it one time, and one time was too many. Um, what? If my ex boyfriend hadn't got out of the bathtub, dried off, and came back, because I went sliding down and grabbed me, I would have hit my head on the wall and went to the hospital.
Yeah, yeah, it's never good. That's
For
too slippery.
anyone out there watching this on the replay, because I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows, um, never have sex in the bathtub, in a shower, and have soap anywhere near you, or you're going to
Yeah,
hurt yourself.
that's right. That's definitely dangerous.
I don't care what they show in movies. That ain't accurate. You will hurt yourself if there's soap. The soap sucks.
That's funny. Challenge accepted. That's funny. Let us know if we see Ginger and his if we see reviews from Ginger in the future with like a bandage around his head or something. We know that the challenge didn't go well. Hey, what happened to your head, man? No, I hit it at work. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, sure. I remember that challenge. That's accepted.
He's gonna go out of his way to hurt himself. Oh, Lord. People have got concussions from doing that crap.
Hey, Paulie, I dropped the soap, old buddy. I love this kill. It's probably my favorite favorite kill in this movie besides Jason's. I love how he snaps his nose and then how it crushes the head twice in. That looks so good still. Even though it's obviously a dummy, I mean, it looks so dummy-ish. It still looks very good. Just like an intruder with my favorite kill ever in that movie.
You
It's
don't
very
do it.
obvious dummy. It just looks much better than if they had CGI then and used that. I wonder if they ran out of budget or something like with her kill because her kill is kind of like quick and nothing. She just gets axed in the chest in a minute, and that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Yeah. Why can't she open that door? The lock would
Because
be on the inside. Unless he was just holding the doorknob on the other side. He's just holding it, waiting for her to get there. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? Yeah, part 6 is terrific. 6 and 3 are like tied for my third favorite. Little Corey Feldman. I know Joe Zito wanted to, not well, everyone on this set wanted to kill Corey Feldman, but Ted White, who played Jason, like notoriously did not like working with Corey Feldman. He called him a spoiled little brat in an interview years later. And unlike Michael Myers, Jason's not a dick to dogs. He doesn't eat Gordon in this movie. Gordon survives. Michael eats dogs.
yeah,
He's like the Haitian immigrants we was talking about. Michael's a dog lover.
I think that I can see he. I mean, look at how he acted in Gremlins and what was the other one?
Like
The
the body.
Disney
Stand
and
by me.
yeah, Stand by Me. He was really annoying in there. You don't really see that in this movie, but I bet
Yeah,
that was who he really was. Um,
yeah, probably.
when
I
you're
don't doubt
young,
it.
they you can't develop to be an actor in the
Yeah,
traditional sense. You can't fake your emotions when you're a child. So,
yeah, that's true.
so yeah.
Rob's going exploring. Some people don't like this kill with Rob, even though, well, one, you don't see it, but the fact that he's just screaming out, he's killing me, he's killing me. I really like that. I think that's scary. Fucking just hearing somebody, like from her perspective, just hearing him down there screaming out, he's killing me. That's fucking brutal. But this is why you don't go into dank ass basements when you know there's a murderer around. Never go in any room with one exit ever.
Well, I can't go into any of the rooms in my house then.
I mean, if you're like a situation like this, especially, don't go in the basement. I'd be afraid. I'd be spooked going into that basement without a serial killer around lurking.
It's creepy as hell. And
Yeah,
there's no lights in it.
yeah. There's no light switch apparently. Oh no, he shut the power. That's right. I love how Jason like grew up in the woods and shit like that. But one, he doesn't eat dogs. Like I said, he would be the one to eat dogs because you'd think he'd be trying to survive in the woods and shit, living off the land. But Michael's in like suburbia and he's eating dogs. Jason never eats one, but for being in the woods and like learning everything, he learned real quick how electricity and fuse boxes work and shit, and that you can shut off electricity. He learned a lot of stuff. Expert marksman. He can throw a knife with extreme precision and accuracy. The guy's got
Yeah,
skills.
probably kills the animals in the woods or
Yeah, the
eats the
guy's got
babies.
skills. This when Tommy sees the
And
picture.
he's always staying close to the camp. I bet that there's most of them campsites that are for kids. They have pamphlets and books to tell you how to be a naturalist for
Yeah.
to read. So
Yeah,
maybe
but how
that's
would he read? I guess he taught himself to read. I guess. I mean, no, I guess he could have read when he before he died. He wasn't that young.
yeah. He was 8 years old.
Yeah, he wasn't that young, so he would know how to read. But he was also mentally disabled too, so I don't know if that plays a role into his learning.
Maybe his mom taught him how to.
Yeah, maybe that would be something. I guess they can explore in the series if it revolves around Pamela, like flashbacks or stuff showing her with Jason and teaching him stuff and how to read, maybe like and try to explain away some of these questions in some way. Like Jason,
You're back.
this is how a fuse box works. See the lights go off, you go back, ching, 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 on, off, on, off. He nods, he understands. That's how he learned.
Hello. You have a kiss for me?
Oh my god, he's killing me.
Hello. I have a kiss for you.
That's funny. It keeps showing up on the subtitles, Rob screaming. But if you were deaf and you watched this movie, would you really assume that somebody being brutally murdered wasn't screaming their lungs out? Do you need the subtitle to tell you that this person's screaming? I'd say the
Do
answer
you
is
know
no.
what that is?
What's up, Johnny? This time you're here. I know you had issues with comments yesterday. How you doing, brother?
Hello, the white older guys.
That's another kill that we don't see. The other twin, when she just we see it, but she just gets thrown at the side of the house. I
Give
like
me
how
the
he
kiss.
nails Crispin Glover's body to the door frame, though. Yeah, I've said earlier, everyone's screaming Friday still. Doing good, man. Yep. Jason Murder Day. Almost coming to an end.
Yeah, 7 minutes.
Almost. The
So,
movie almost the movie almost ended right at midnight. Almost.
um, it's still going for me.
Oh no, it is for me too. That's what I mean. Like, it's got like 13 minutes left or something like that,
Yeah,
which
but
puts us a little past midnight. So would have ended almost at midnight. Few minutes past. I like how Jason just rips Chris McGlover's body down, rips the nails come out of his hand. That's cool. And Corey Feldman was like petrified in the scene about to come up when Jason window and grabs him because he didn't tell him when they were going to do it. He just jumps through and grabs Corey Feldman, and he was petrified. There's Rob's body. Yeah, there it is.
Hello.
Stop whacking him in the hockey mask. I'd be smacking him on the top of his head. There you go. I mean, that's the neck, but just as effective.
What did you want from me?
I love that
There is
shot of him
nothing
crashing through the front
here
door.
for you. Behave.
He's jealous. I'm so hungry.
Say hello, Grubby.
Still doing Elden Ring stuff, and again, I haven't been able to play anything lately because my PlayStation controller stick is fucked up again. It's the second controller in like a year. It's got like severe drift. So if I like don't even touch the controller, my character just starts walking in every direction on its own and shit. Even when I'm trying to go through tubing and stuff, and I can't go up or like in a certain direction, I got to use my TV remote to go through it because if the controller console stick moves, it'll just scan through all the movies at rapid fire. So I got to get a new controller, which I should have in the next week or so. Yeah, I hate the drift issue.
I
I've
got
had
plenty
Xbox
of
controllers out
call.
the ass. I've
Touch
never had an
you
issue with an
with
Xbox
a knife.
controller. With PlayStation, pretty a decent amount of times.
I got my knife and I cut Jack.
Yeah, don't cut him.
It ain't gonna hurt him. It's still got the thing on. Yeah. I gotta touch you again. Why are you
That's,
trying to eat the sheep?
that's right.
Ah,
This is when he
crap.
throws the throwing knife, same precision. I will be right back, man.
Leave it alone. Why are you trying to eat it? You bite through it, you were gonna have a nasty surprise.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. She doesn't want to get killed so bad she just jumps out a fucking window. Good for her. Now that's a knife. Yeah, and the net must have disappeared. Ah, there's Nan.
Hello, I have one. Him.
Jackie boy. Jason killed us all. That's where we went.
And he said his name. His name is Jack. Where are you
Yeah.
going? Why are you running from me? Thank you very much. He's trouble.
This kid cuts his hair way too fast. I don't believe that shit for a second. Maybe if he had a buzzer and shit and buzzed the whole thing real fast, but he's using scissors and shit.
He didn't cut all of it off, the back part.
Yeah, he has like the back and strands on the top, but he still gets a lot done really quick. He's got most of the top of his hair like bald. Most of his hair. The Feldman cut. Exactly. Imagine going into a barbershop. Yeah, I want the Corey Feldman cut from Friday Part 4. The one at the end, please. That's right. Smack Jason. I love how his face looks in this. You see how bald that fucker is? There's no way. He shaved. You know how hard it is to shave your head with a razor? Like he was just doing that shit takes a while. He shaved his head in like 3.5 minutes. Better than the
Have a
Josh
good
Hart.
night.
The bowl cut. That's funny. Have a good night, brother. Good seeing you, man. Remember, Jason? Remember, you're a little kid like me, and you shouldn't hurt us. And the killer snuck up behind him and killed him. I mean, his head's a little big here, but it makes sense because of all the prosthetics, and they had to have a machete go through his head. But he looks completely fucking different from the last movie that took place a day ago. Whack. That's one of my favorite effects in a movie. Is Jason getting hit by the machete and sliding down it. That looks so good. Tommy. I wouldn't be disturbed as his sister. I'd be cheering him on, taking that machete, whacking this fucker over and over again. I'd be going, yeah, Tommy, do it. Make sure this guy's in a million pieces.
Yeah.
He sees his hand, his
Then
finger.
afterwards, then I might have a breakdown and be like, "Are you okay after what you just did?"
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, they initially didn't want Corey Feldman because they didn't think he was able to pick up that real machete. They wanted to use a real machete. They didn't think he'd be able to pick it up and swing it over and over again and stuff. And he's like, "Trust me, I can do it." Like as a kid, and they said, "All right." They gave him the shot to do it, but that was an initial concern for him being cast.
He's full of rage. I mean, I listened to commentary on Stand By Me, and they talked to him, and they said that they cast him in the role because he was the only one that had all the rage inside of him, and rage can make people do crazy things. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, for sure.
rage can make a mother pick up a car to save her child.
Absolutely. That's that
So
superhuman
yeah,
strength.
why couldn't a kid his size be able to pick up a machete if he's full of rage?
Makes sense. I mean, that's just what they had a question if he can do it or not.
Instead of asking them that, they should have been like, "Here's a machete. Show us if you can pick it up or
Yeah,
not."
exactly. And swing it back and forth a bunch of times. He's gonna probably be like pissed after this. Damn, man, it's gonna take a long time for my hair to grow back. I look fucking weird. And then we get the death stare from him, the evil stare, like the Omen.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is Friday Part 4. Did it end for you, Nan?
Yeah, it's ended.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that is Part 4, the final chapter, and they never made one after this, unfortunately. It was
Oh, why?
it was the final chapter. It's done. This is the end. And then, unfortunately, then we get the other fucking one. What the hell is it? Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. The final Friday. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Done, done, done. The end for now. For 1 year. So they
It's crazy.
1
They
year.
should never call a movie the final chapter. Every time they do, we know it isn't the final chapter. I mean,
Exactly.
it's like something someone was saying. Um, I was talking about like in horror movies, and the driver that picked me up to take me to New Day was like, "Yeah, I know your boy Michael Myers is going to be coming out at Halloween next month. What's the
Yeah.
name of that movie?" I'm like, "They're not making a Halloween this year."
Yeah. That means they've been shopping the rights around. I forgot who. I think Miramax or somebody bought the rights for Halloween. So there's definitely going to be more Halloween stuff coming soon. I
Right.
guess. Fucking stupid. But all right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Nan, for joining as always, and everyone that was hanging out in the chat. Happy Friday the 13th, even though now it is over. And I know Chris, the slasher dude, just started a
Happy
stream, I think.
Saturday afternoon, and for you, Jason,
Yeah, I know he's in another time.
happy Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking future man. Halloween X, the last Halloween. Yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope it'll be the last one. But all right, guys, everyone have a good night. Head over to Chris, the Slasher Dudes, because he's streaming part 6, I think, right now. But take care, guys.